morning, everyone. Welcome to Tarot Thursday. I'm Reverend Mary, and with me is Reverend Bryan.
Hi, I'm back.
He's back. And I'm back in Gallatin, Tennessee, back from the illustration of the ancestors in Danville.
Whoop, whoop.
So
Pride.
we're back to. It's a shame you couldn't join us, but you had to go and get married.
Yep. I did get to see y'all, thanks to FaceTime.
Yes, you and many other people got to see us.
It's Thursday.
Yes, it is.
All right.
What are you drinking that is making you make a face?
Oh, it's just water, but it's big water, so it's hard to. It's the they extra pH water.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. So we're back home with our usual format, and we'll go over our usual rules. Hello to Melanie in the chat room. Good to
Hi,
see
Melanie.
you. So, we're not medical people, so we don't answer medical questions. We're not legal people, so we don't answer legal questions. We can't predict the gender of your unborn offspring, but hey, congratulations. And we can't predict the outcome of any of the ongoing world conflicts.
We do like the number 34, and we wish you would play nice with your toys.
Alrighty then. And if you have a question for us, go ahead and post it in chat, and we will do a 3-card, more or less, pull for you. Because we both learned from Reverend Don. Hello, Gretchen. And hello to Reverend Michael. Good to see you.
Hi, Michael. Melanie got my joke.
Yes, she did. As a numerologist, I'll add that if you add up 34, you get the number 7, and that's kind of a number of introspection, solitude. I'm good, Gretchen. How are you doing?
Some time by yourself is never a bad thing.
Time to think your life over and reflect.
I think one of my numerology numbers, I'd have to look it up, is actually. No, that's 8. Mine is 8.
Yeah, that's
And
the
11.
number 8 and 11.
Yep.
8 is leadership, 11 is psychism and spiritual teaching. Yay, Melanie. So now we got you on 2 different platforms. Is that what I'm seeing? Thank you. I appreciate it.
As long as
Gretchen
it
likes
works.
my
Oh. See, I like the fact that your moon hat survived lustration unscathed.
Actually, the brim got a little bit bent on the way home and needed some work.
Oh. All right. Mostly
Melanie,
unscathed.
mostly, well, I got it straightened out. Melanie has asked for a general reading.
We can, within general, do that.
We can.
As long as my cards play nice.
Are you using the very literal deck tonight?
Yes. It's been a very literal week. At
The
least in my
very literal deck that when I asked about Divination TV said work hard.
Yep. Work hard. It's okay. I ask it a lot of things and it gives me the same literal answers. So at least it's not biased.
No. Can you hear the train?
No.
Good.
I can't hear the train, but magically you always hear the cat. So who is now sitting on her couch. She will be quiet.
Well, the cat is in the house with you. The train is about half mile away.
It's a train. They do that. All right. So I'll go first if you like.
Please do.
All right, Melanie. So the first card I have is Temperance. Now, Temperance is about balance and patience and synergy. Now, being a mom, patience is probably the hardest part, but I would say that things are coming into balance, and that everyone in your household is doing what they need to be doing. It may not look that way, but it is getting done. So that's something to keep in mind. The next card that I pulled is about, well, choice. The Seven of Cups is always about choices, lots of them. So I would say, when thinking over when it comes to your household, that because there are so many of you, everyone is making different choices all the time. But as the matriarch of the family, it is up to you to decide which of those many choices is up for actual debate instead of suggestion. The third card in this reading is the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is also about
Into frame a little more. We couldn't quite see it. There you
that
go.
better. Sorry. The Six of
Yes.
Swords is about transition and letting go. So I would say you are balancing a lot in your family. There are lots of choices to be made. And as the head lady of the pack, it is up to you to figure out what are those best choices and then letting go of the ones that no longer are of best interest to all of you. So there is some decision making ahead. And I'm going to pull one more card because it's still early in the day. And the Two of Swords, right? So that's another air card, another sword card, which is also about indecision. Not all these decisions have to be made right this second. Do take the time to just ponder over them and reflect and make whatever, not all of them, maybe one or two of them are whatever's best for you. So I would say definitely, you're doing it, just keep doing it, and things are headed in a good direction. That's what I got.
Okay, so the first card I've got for you is the Five of Swords. So there are times when you kind of feel like things are a bit of a struggle, bit of a dumpster fire, because you're a mom taking care of several small children. The next card I've got for you is the Nine of Pentacles. So actually, things are going well for you in the material world. And then I've got the Eight of Lamps, which means you are mastering your spiritual craft. So even if you feel overwhelmed with all your family responsibilities at times, Melanie, you can just take a step back and look at how everything is going well for you, because you actually are in a good position. And I want to say hello to Michelle and to Anissa.
Hi, everyone.
And Michelle has asked for a general reading.
Sounds good. Oh, yay. I pulled my favorite card.
Oh boy.
It's not the anchovy. Well, sort of the anchovy, but not this time.
Anchovy light?
Yep. It's the grandpa of the Be the Anchovy card.
You go right ahead with your anchovy.
So the first card I pulled is the King of Cups. Again, grandpa of the King of the Anchovy card. So cups are about emotions, right? And for the joke, the Knight of Cups, I always talk about the little anchovy in the cup. But the Knight of Cups, the anchovy has kind of already left the cup. It has decided it doesn't want to hang out with him anymore. But this is about mindfulness and humanity, right? It's really tapping into your emotions and allowing yourself to feel them. Do not get swept up in your emotions, but allowing yourself to work through them. So there are definitely some emotions this week that have come up that have you feeling uneasy. And I would say that, with those emotions, there's going to be some rapid movement and change in the Eight of Wands. Um, so while you should feel your feelings, be aware that those feelings will come and go quickly, because there is change about. So it's important to recognize that things are always changing. Emotions are, well, emotions. They do what they do. However, in feeling those emotions, do try with justice, my other favorite card, Mary, to look at things from an objective standpoint, right? Feel your emotions. However, do not take any risky or rash decisions. Allow yourself to see things from multiple sides of those emotions. There are anger moments, but there are also moments of sadness. So try to look at everything with duality. And I'm going to pull one more card because I can. And I
Because you're
think because I'm on a roll right now, and Lord Don always says to go where spirit tells you to go. So, and all of this is to say this entire reading is in the world of your job and materials, because the king. So I was trying to figure out what I was getting pulled at, and it was in the realm of jobs and money. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't get any big conflicts with your boss. Just sort of ride the waves as much as possible. That's all I got.
okay, Michelle. Well, the first card I've got for you is the Fool. So you are at the start of a cycle here. And based on the other two cards I pulled, the Stars and the Ten of Lamps, this refers to your spiritual path. So you're starting a new cycle on your spiritual path. The Ten of Lamps is speaking about fulfillment. You have gained a lot of insight on your spiritual path, learned a lot of skills. And with the stars, we see someone sitting on a mat or a blanket and starting to take a spiritual or an astral journey. So you're going to be called to take your spirituality to a deeper level at this point. So that's what I'm seeing here is it's time for you to dig deeper spiritually. And I hope that's useful.
Yay. Go team.
All right. Now, Anissa, you're asking which one of your roommates is moving out. And that's not really a question we can do in a tarot reading. If you want to ask if a roommate is moving out, we could do that. But we can't just say which one is.
Someone's moving out and someone's moving out fast.
Okay.
That's all
But
I
if
got.
you if you want to come up with another question, we'll be happy to answer that. Gretchen has asked for a love life and a work reading. Do we want to split this one, Bryan?
Sure. You want to
Which
take? I'll take work. You can take feelings.
I knew you were going to give me feelings. Okay.
Really? Do we need to remind you what I do for a living? Feelings all the time. We have meetings dedicated to feelings.
Love life it is for me.
Yep. And that,
And
folks,
then
is just because it's not one of my gifts. Mary and I like to split the difference.
just because I'm a girl, I have to read on love.
You've also been in love longer than me.
Just because I've been married 4 times.
I said in love, not married. Your husband is delightful. I can't wait for him and Jay to hang out.
That will be fun.
Be like, off you go, boys. Have fun. Don't get in trouble. All right. So work or love first?
I will take love first.
All right. You can go first. Would you like to come say hello to the people's Elvis? All right, everyone. Say hello to our family neighborhood tarot reading cat.
Hi, Elvis. Okay, so the first card I've got for you, Gretchen, is the Hermit. And the Hermit is talking about going with how you feel. So, in this matter, do what you feel is right for you. Don't let anybody talk you into anything else. Next, I've got the Princess of Cups. Cups are about emotions, and a lot of times the princesses tend to hold back. So be upfront about what you are feeling and what you are needing, and don't hold back.
Yep.
And then finally, I've got, drumroll, the Tower. So be prepared for a huge change in your love life.
Yay.
Right.
All right. On to work. Well, not till tomorrow. So the first card I pulled is the Ten of
Goes to
Pentacles.
work.
What happened?
We don't know when Gretchen goes to work.
Oh, that's true. I meant you and I. So the Ten of Pentacles is about communal support, wealth, and legacy, right? When it comes to your work, if you don't have a good communal relationship with your colleagues, it's a good time to start. Make professional work friends. They come in handy a lot. I speak from experience. So, having a support system at work is important. Having boundaries is important. The second card is the Page of Swords. Sorry. That better? Okay. So, I would say that with the swords, again, that's about communication. And I would say when it comes to your work, that with time comes experience. You might have more experience than even some of your colleagues, and they have a wealth of knowledge to gain from you, or vice versa. And that's why building friendships in work and communal support is important. Also, depending on your kind of work, if you work like me and Mary do, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, you look out for me, I look out for you. We don't work together, but we have very similar professions. Um, but again, for the second time this evening, I've pulled justice, which is also about being fair and objective, right? So when we're talking about this sort of communication and building those supports, also being objective, not always taking sides, knowing when to say, not my business, not my place. It's a balance, right? You need to have communal support, but it's a job. So you need to also worry about your job pays your bills, your job keeps your roof over your head. So sometimes it's okay to be like, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my problem. However, in all of that, it's also about emotions, right? People often say that if you love what you do, it's not really work. But if you don't love what you do, might be time to go find something else. But with the King of Cups, I would say that you do enjoy what you do, but maybe not the culture of what you do. So I would say at work to focus on the culture aspect and tough it out a little longer before making any rash or harsh decisions. There you go.
Okay. I hope that is helpful. And we have a question from Michael. He wants a reading to find out if the plans about housing in Michigan will come out as planned, or will I have to look on my own? So let's phrase this: will they come out as planned?
Okay. Oh, thanks for the feedback, Gretchen. She says, thank you so much. I am a manager in a grocery store. I love what I do, but not exactly in this space. All right. Who's next?
Michael.
Ah, oh, right. Michael about the house. All right. So
House.
the plans. Got it. Okay.
You want to go first or you want me to?
You can go first.
So, Michael, the first card I've got for you is Strength, which suggests there are going to be some obstacles to overcome. Then I've got the Five of Wands, which suggests there's going to be some conflict. And then I've got the Empress, which is a card of good fortune. So, reading them together, I'm going to say things may not work out as planned, but you're going to wind up with a good situation.
All right. We have redundancy. I love redundancy. All right. So the first card I pulled, Michael, which I shuffled a lot, is Temperance. So with moving, there is always a balancing act. And I would say right now, don't give up on the plans and don't keep your options open. Housing is annoying, it's complex. So keep your options open. Don't burn any bridges. Don't make any harsh decisions. If things aren't going this way right now, have a backup plan. It's important to have a backup plan. Coming from someone who plans a lot, that's probably what I'd say anyway. But the card said it for me. Eight of Pentacles. I would say there is no harm in getting on your hustle and looking, again, like I said, into your backup plan, which is taking it on yourself. If you could put your boots to the pavement, there's no harm in that. Now, it's funny enough that the last card is about building a home and a foundation. I pulled the Four of Wands. So that is to say, give the people who are helping you a little more time, but also start coming up with that backup plan, because I feel like that house in Michigan is yours to get one way or another. It is definitely out there. So I hope that's helpful.
Okay.
And there's my cards being literally literal again.
Oh, and Gretchen says, I'm dating someone under me and truly like him. We come from different countries.
Well, we both want
Okay,
either off.
go for it. Be prepared for change. Now, Marianne Caffey says, should I start studying?
Yes.
Yes.
You're
I
talking to
mean,
two you're talking to two book nerds.
yes.
When in
Book,
doubt, crack a book.
book nerd.
Yep, big books.
Book
I
nerd
have,
library.
yep. I mean, I'll pull one card just for
I can
yeah,
pull it. What you get?
10 of Pentacles. Building legacy. Go do it. Go do the thing. My
I
question,
have to agree.
however, my
If
question,
you,
however, is what are you studying, Marianne?
but if you are considering whether or not you need to be studying something, clearly you should be studying it.
This is
Okay.
why I've missed Tarot Thursday. Oh, here comes Fluffy.
All right.
Oh, Fluffy wrote us a book.
Actually, before Fluffy, Amber asked for a general reading, and
Oh, okay.
Marianne has clarified. Ha ha. Will it be too much for my mental state? I'm considering studying mental health counseling.
No.
Okay, so let's do a general for Marianne. Is it wise to study mental health counseling?
Okay, so Marianne, Amanda, Amber, and then Fluffy.
Yes.
Got that, Elvis? Okay.
You're our secretary, Elvis.
She say that will be 2 cans, please.
Put it on my account. I'll settle up with you on my next trip to NYC.
All right. So, Marianne, the first card I have for you is the Star, which is about hope. So, mental health counseling does bring a great deal of hope to a great many people. And I get the feeling that you would be a great resource to the mental health community if you studied mental health counseling. However, when you go into that line of work, a lot of stuff comes up. With the Five of Pentacles, you're going to go the dark, twisty, shadowy road of all of your things and stuff. Be aware of that. You might come, just don't read the libido section early on in advance of the chapter. With that to be said, I don't think there's anything wrong with going into mental health counseling, because the last card I pulled is the Ten of Cups, which for me is the happy family card. So studying mental health counseling is not only good for you, good for the community, and good for those around you who love you and rely on you. So I will double down and agree. Go crack them books. And let us know how you do.
Okay. So I shuffled well and I pulled the Fool, which is the start of the journey. So this is your mental health journey or your mental counseling journey. I pulled the Heart, which means you're going to be engaged on an emotional level in this. And of course, the Fool is the repeat. And I got magic, which means you have the ability to manifest what you need in this situation. So, yes, it is a good idea for you to study mental health counseling.
Yay.
You will be looking into your own heart. And that's always unpleasant and equally always necessary.
Preach, Rev Mary, preach.
And now we are going to do a general reading for Amber.
By the way, this is as much fun for me and Mary as it is for all of you. We just try to make it entertaining.
Yes, we do.
All right. General reading. Would you like me to go first?
Yes, I'm still shuffling here.
That's fine. I shuffle between.
And the cards want one more good shuffle right now.
They can do anything they like.
And they do. Oh, they
The
do.
first card I pulled for Amber is the Four of Cups, which is about feeling distracted and withdrawn. Again, cups are about emotion. So if you're feeling those things, Amber, it's okay. Work through it. All is fun. Well, so after you've meditated and ruminated in your feelings, I do see the sun will always come out again. There is sunshine and joy and, well, summertime vibes if you live in the northern hemisphere, so that's fun. I do enjoy that the sun is out longer now, except that it rises at 6:30 in the morning, at least here in New York. But also, after, hanging out in the sunshine and enjoying the vibes, there will be some sort of journey or progress moving forward. So I would say that this period of reflection is important. Enjoying, some time out in nature could probably do some good. And then jump in that chariot and see what goes your way next. And let's pull one more card, see what that might be. So the card I pulled after that is the Knight of Wands. So that's about passion and new ideas and doing it. So you're going to have some new idea come to you during this period of reflection. And if you think it's risky, it probably is, but make sure that you think the risk is worth taking. So I hope that's helpful.
All right. So I've got the Four of Wands for you, which means achieving a goal, something you've been working for. I have the Moon, which, if you look closely, you can see some figures dancing around the fire in some Stonehenge-like triptychs. So this is suggesting that to achieve your goal, you need to use magic or spirituality. And I've got the Princess of Lamps, which also suggests employing your spirituality and not holding back. And I'm going to pull one more card, which is the Three of Swords, which is advising you to be careful in your communication as well. So, communicate your needs carefully right now to achieve your goal, and also employ your magic to manifest it. So, I hope that's helpful. And then, where are we?
Fluffy.
Fluffy. Hi, Fluffy. Good to see you.
Can you fluffify what's being asked to me, please? Sorry.
Yeah, Fluffy, that's
Uh, question mark?
okay. Hi, Ed. Blessed evening.
Hi, Ed.
Okay, Fluffy. Yeah, a little.
General of sorts. So, can we go general?
Okay. Jay, Fluffy, I seem to be leaking magic. Random things are manifesting. That is the fluffiest statement ever.
So, does he want me to plug up the holes?
Okay, you want a reading on what you need to be doing about
Leakage.
leakage. Okay, we have a
And the
direction
gorilla
from
tape.
Fluffy.
That's my answer. But okay, we'll pull cards. Okay.
What did you say, Bryan?
Gorilla tape will plug up the holes. Not so great on fur, however.
You know, at some point, Fluffy, we have got to get you and Serena in the same physical space and see what happens.
Puppy party. My only question is, will he bring Baxter?
Of course, he'll bring Baxter.
Okay.
I had to stop him from sending Serena random squirrels.
Hopefully that live squirrels.
Stuffed squirrels with notes about accumulating a squirrel army because she was taking it seriously.
Yes, Fluffy should not hang out with small humans. However, you can always send me stuffed animals, Fluffy. We have a stuffy hammock. All right, we're getting there. We just like teasing you. All right, so the first card I have about your holes, the Emperor. I'm with the Emperor, as you know, authority, man vibes, you know, toxic masculinity, blah blah blah. So yes, you do need to plug at least a few of those holes. However, with the Page of Cups, think of only plugging the holes that are probably of not of good emotional service to you. Right? I would say the ones that you think are of less emotion, like the ones that have more emotional attachment to, keep those ones flowing. Don't plug those up because that's how rigid coldness starts to brew. So plug up the holes that make you question yourself and your personality. But the ones who bring the warm and fuzzy vibes, you can leave a few of those sort of dripping. Because the Two of Cups says, with all of that leakage, there is the possibility for complementary ideas to build, right? So we do not want to get rid of all the ideas. We just need to lessen their flow so that you can at least pick up what is being thrown at you. So my suggestion, I'm going to pull one more card here because if I didn't, I think Don might come at the TV and yell at me. So while we talked about, plugging up the holes of the aggressor and plugging up all the ones that don't do you any good, the Queen of Wands says exactly what I've been saying, which is the creative ones need to stay flowing because if you turn those ones off, you might not be able to turn them back on. So be selective with the holes you plug up so that you can capture the water. Wow, that was a very Don-ism.
Okay, so maybe I'm answering why here.
You got the why.
I got the why. Justice. So you are receiving something you have been working for, whether or not you knew it. King of Lamps, meditation. You need to meditate on why this is happening now. And then we've got transformation or death. So you're doing an awful lot of manifesting because you're in a period of transformation, Fluffy. Hey, Dragon.
Hi, Dragon.
Good to see you. So Fluffy, you are in a period of massive change and manifestation, and you might want to look more at directing it.
Pick the holes that it's going out of.
And managing the energy.
Go team.
All right.
I find that happens more with our siblings of the community. That sometimes I get the how and you get the why, which is cool.
Yes.
All right, where are we at?
We're up to Dragon's question. What does the universe want me to know?
All right.
Elvis is back.
Yes. Unlike some cats, however, she's just showing her tail.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Oh. Mary has entered the building.
You're welcome, Fluffy.
Thanks, Fluffy. All right. Would you like me to go first for Dragon?
You can.
While you give your cards the good shuffle. I shuffle while I talk. That's how I balance the energy. So the first card I pulled for you, Dragon, is the Lovers. But I'm getting the sense that this is more about self-love than the love of others. So spending some time getting in realignment with yourself and your personal love languages to yourself is important right now. And the reason I'm saying that is because the second card I pulled is Mary. I pulled the Queen of Swords. So my interpretation of this card as I've actually gotten to know Mary has changed a lot. Not because of our relationship, but just because I see her and I understand it. So when I pulled what I'm saying here is that while you're taking this period of self-love and reflection, realize that there is always brains before beauty, right? Focusing on loving your brain, your communication style, your thought processes. That's the kind of self-love work that I see you doing right now. Because we are all sometimes bad at that sort of talk, and it's sad and it sucks. But this is a good time for you. And the second card that I pulled is also about love and creativity and more self-love. The Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups, again, emotions, creativity, emotional expression, and free flowing. So I would say it's a good time for you, and the universe wants you to love on yourself more. To answer your question. So that's what I'm thinking the universe wants for you right now. And I hope that's helpful, Dragon.
Okay. And the first card I've got for you is the Six of Pentacles. So that means considering your finances, But you are doing well enough. You can share with others if you wish. I have time. And here we have one of the South American deities, which is related to the cycles of time and the idea that everything is in a cycle that repeats. So even if things that are not going well right now, they will get better. If things are going very well right now, save a little for when the cycle reverses. And we've got the Ten of Wands, which indicates you're coming to the end of a cycle. So I pulled one more card and I got the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
So you can expect some good luck from the universe. So I hope that's helpful. And Anissa is asking if they will get their backpack back. It got left in a lift. I will pull one card on that.
I'll pull one as well. Elvis, would you like to pick the card? Oh, she bumped on it.
Well, I got Judgment. So I'm going to say yes, you will. What do you and Elvis say?
Elvis pulled the Page of Pentacles, which is about, well, usually dedication and routine. So I would say do your due diligence, Anissa, and follow up with your Lyft driver. And honestly, keep better track of your belongings, because that sucks when it happens, but you'll never make that mistake again. I guarantee it. I've done it. Have you ever done that, Mary?
Lost things, yes. Left something in a lift, no, but I rarely take a lift.
Well, you drive.
Well, yeah, but where I live, one must have a car.
Very true.
So, does anyone else have a question for us?
I do. So, as you know,
All
Mary,
right.
I've applied for a new opportunity. Is there anything that the universe thinks I should prepare for or guidance, for said opportunity? However you want to interpret that.
All right. Hey, Elvis, have you got any thoughts on the matter?
She said, does it come with more cans? Here you go, Elvis. Oh, she did sniff. I got the 3 of Cups from Elvis. Party time.
I was about to say, well, that's about as good as you can get.
It's also going into Pride Month, which is, a great time for a said opportunity.
I've got the 7 of Cups, which means you're beginning to want something more than what you've got. I've got the 3 of Swords, which is telling you to communicate clearly.
Yep.
And I've got the 4 of Lamps, which is talking about reaching for more than what you have.
Okay. The What Would Mary Do card.
What would Mary do? What would Mary say? Go rock the interview.
look, your cards are being literal. Go figure.
The cards literally said what you told me earlier.
Pretty much. I can't. I mean, this is why I love tarot at the same time, because people are like, "Oh, how?" And I'm like, "That's how."
This reading just fed back pretty much everything he said to me much earlier in the day.
And the card that I pulled that she tapped, literally, it's mine to lose.
There you go. All right, folks. Well, before we wrap up for the evening, does anyone else have a question for us?
Oh yeah, got anything, Mary?
Not right this minute.
Sounds good.
I mean, I could ask you about the future of any of my
Endeavors.
projects, but your cards are just going to tell me to get to work. So, yeah,
On it.
on it. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to book a private reading with either of us or with Reverend Don, you can do so at divinationtv.com, your destination for all things divination.
You should get a
So
jump.
thank you so much for joining us and have a blessed evening. We'll be back next week for another episode of Tarot Thursday.
Bye.
Blessed be, everyone.